Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this busy Sunday. I'm Lindsay Davis. We begin tonight with new reporting on the urgent threat of war in Europe. U.S. officials tell ABC News tonight Russian commanders have been given orders to plan to invade. New satellite images show more Russian field deployments of armored equipment and troops near the border with Ukraine. And tonight, Russia announcing its troops will not leave Belarus as planned as massive military drills continue just north of Ukraine's border and tensions already high in eastern Ukraine, where Ukrainian forces have been exchanging artillery fire with Russian-backed separatists in areas held by rebels, this house damaged by shelling. Today, President Biden met with his national security team for more than 2 hours. We have team coverage on the ground. ABC's senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell leads us off tonight from Ukraine.
Tonight, another new warning. U.S. officials telling ABC News they believe Russian tactical commanders have been told to be ready for orders to invade.
Everything we're seeing suggests that this is dead serious, that we are on the brink of an invasion.
The New York Times reporting that U.S. intelligence officials learned the Kremlin gave the order to attack last week, which prompted President Biden to say he's convinced that Putin made the decision to invade.
The U.S. believes that Putin has told his tactical commanders to be prepared, to move into position ready to conduct an attack. That's very different from Putin making the actual decision and saying, you will attack.
Today, President Biden convening an urgent meeting with his national security team in the Situation Room. Many just back from Europe, where they were reassuring allies and doubling down on the consequences for Putin if he attacks.
We are talking about the real possibility of war in Europe.
More than 150,000 Russian troops are thought to be amassed on 3 sides of Ukraine, although one U.S. official telling ABC News that number could be as high as 190,000. U.S. officials claiming 50% of those forces are now in attack position.
These kinds of orders to tactical commanders could either be part of reinforcing the bluff, or they could be the next step in a real invasion.
Adding to the pressure today, Russia announcing their troops will not leave Belarus as planned. Instead, they'll remain behind and continue joint exercises. James Longman's on the ground as the drills unfolded.
Russia and Belarus have been adamant so far. These are just pre-planned military exercises, but with the tension ratcheting up over in eastern Ukraine, these military drills have certainly taken on a much more threatening character.
Meanwhile, last-ditch diplomatic efforts continue. President Macron of France talking to Vladimir Putin twice today. France saying they had a long conversation about how to calm things down. Later, Macron speaking with Ukrainian President Zelensky and then President Biden. Another day of heavy shelling in the east of the country, where Russian-backed separatists face off against Ukrainian troops. The rebels making more unsubstantiated claims of attacks by government forces amid fears this could be used as a pretext for a Russian invasion. Thousands turned out in the port city of Odessa in southern Ukraine today, marching in solidarity with their government.
We want to show that citizens of Odessa, as well as all of Ukrainians, will support our sovereignty and will fight occupants wherever.
Across the country, no signs of panic, but people are preparing to stand and, if necessary, fight. Martha Raddatz speaking with the mayor of Lviv in the west of Ukraine.
Never give up. This is my country. It is my city.
Will your citizens take up weapons?
Yes, yes. I am optimist. Together with United States, together with Great Britain, we're all world victory, only victory.
Quite the optimist there. Ian, we keep hearing these increasingly dire warnings suggesting the invasion is imminent. You're on the ground there. What's the mood?
Yeah, Lindsay, I think many people across Ukraine are preparing for the worst. You know, some of them getting their papers in order, others are getting grab bags, and as we heard there, some are training to stand and fight. But I don't think there's any sense of panic here. I think a lot of Ukrainians, like their government, believe that this is still a play by Putin to try and extract concessions. But of course, if they're wrong, the consequences for the people and the country are going to be devastating.